30 seconds to go. In stage 4, get rolling. It's the RGV. This run, I think I did about 2 weeks ago. I think I did a 50K on this one, and when I wrote it, I kind of remembered it. This race is this is another, get rolling. Hey man, I give y'all credit for this month. All these races are in my wheelhouse. I'm just being honest. And we're down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. I sped this race up because this is like a 40-minute race, so I didn't want to drag that thing out. But through the middle of the race, you know, I sped it up to the last 300 meters. I slow it back down. I had competition the whole race. My goal was, I kept noticing people trying to get in front of me. Like I told anybody, if you watch my videos, you watch my channel, my whole thing is, if you're gonna ride with me, just drive off of me. I'm gonna keep a consistent 400 watts, 2.2. If you look up there, I stayed roughly, I think I ended the race at 2.3. I stay up consistent. There's not too many. The only time I actually gained and moved the meter up some is when I hit a hill. That's the only time I'm gonna move it up. I'm not gonna worry about moving it up on flat, especially on this kind of race. This race is, I get a chance to catch my rep. I get a chance to keep my heart rate down. If you notice, my heart rate never really climbs above 155, I think. I think it climbed when we hit the bridge and you had to climb for a minute. That was my biggest threat. I just remember that bridge being like a, I don't know, 10%. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe it was something in my head, but I was preparing. I was holding back so that I can climb that bridge with a lot of energy. But because after that bridge, it's mostly a downhill race for me. And if you're riding with me downhill, hey, that's on you, man. I'm just being honest, because I don't have to push as hard. So we start the race off, and I just kind of stay right here in this little pack. Now, everybody was riding with me up to a certain point. You'll see the pack start to break apart. I guess because the distance of the race, everybody started to kind of fall back a little bit, fall back a little bit. But I just stayed a constant 400, roughly right at 400 the whole race. That's my whole goal. That was what I was gonna stay at. I saw K. Brian. I saw I don't want to mess up his last name because I can't say it right. But I don't want to, he stayed with me, but B. Cleve was with me the whole time. I mean, up to about the last, oh man, he was with me the whole time, all the way up to the finish. So, and it was mostly just me and him at the end. I want to say the last 5 kilometers, it was me and him. But we rode this race, and you can see everybody staying with us, riding with us pretty good. And I'm just maintaining, keeping my heart rate down, just maintaining at 400. That's all I was doing. I was just gonna say, this is a longer race. I've been preparing myself all week long. In fact, yesterday I did a 40 kilometer ride, just an easy ride yesterday at 1.1, 1.6, somewhere in there. And I just rode at that, and I did that at about 300 watts. So I've been preparing myself all week for this run. Ever since I realized what it was gonna be, I knew there was gonna be a long run. I needed to prepare myself for a long run. So I just gently prepared myself all week long for this run. So as we ride, you can see if you look up there, the only time I climbed up every once in a while when I wasn't looking at my wattage, but when I notice it, I'll bring it back down. I'll slide it back down. And I just kept riding right there. I knew everybody gonna ride with me. I knew people was gonna get in front of me. Sometimes you get antsy when you ride. And I don't know if the other riders do that, but I get antsy when somebody get in front of me, and it makes it hard for me to want to stay low. But I go, they leave me, man. I'm better at riding because of my weight, but I still get that threat in the back of my mind when somebody passes in front of me that, man, we hit a hill, they gone. And so I'm constantly fighting. That's a mental thing. I'm constantly fighting while I'm riding is stay calm, stay in your spot. Stay calm, stay in your spot. Stay calm. That's what I'm constantly telling myself the whole ride. And so anytime they pass me, you'll notice subconsciously I will pick it up. And I had to constantly tell myself to slow back down. You see, he passes in front of me, I pick it up. And when I do it, I had to constantly look at it and go, calm back down, calm down, calm down. And I have to calm myself back down. Because I instantly want to, oh no, you can't get, but that's not the purpose of the long ride. The long ride is endurance and sprinting at the end. If I want to have the energy to do this with the C class, I have to learn to stay calm, stay in my spot, ride my tempo. You remember I've been saying that all this month. My tempo is 400. That's why I want to sit at 2.2. Now, when I get up to class C, it's probably gonna have to be sitting at around 500 the whole time. So I'm slowly, that's what I'm doing too. I'm slowly working it up. But the funny thing is, as I work up and doing these long rides, I'm getting in shape and I'm losing the weight. So weigh-in is in 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. Weigh-in is in 2 weeks. So please be there and watch my video. One other thing, please like my videos. They help get my videos up in the algorithm, and I'm starting to notice that I'm getting a lot more heavier riders communicating with me. So please help me with that. Please like my videos. So as you see, they passed me, and when people pass me again, I subconsciously want to take off. I just want. It eats at the back of me. I want to just, and if I don't catch myself, I'm constantly chasing them. But once I looked over at the incline, I knew why I was going a little fast. But once we got on the other side, I made myself calm down. He'll come past me right here. And this is B. Cleve. And B. Cleve. I'm going to call him B from now. I don't want to mess his last name up. And so B will come past me, and we'll be riding, and he'll sneak back up on me, and he'll pass me. And what B didn't allow me to do was, he didn't allow me, I like riding with him because he allowed me to maintain the 400. Because without him, after a while, I noticed that I had put quite a bit of distance in between everybody else. So I would have slowed down, way down. But B allowed me to keep this race under 40 minutes. So thank you, B, for that. Which I've done plenty of times. 15 miles for me on a regular ride. If I wasn't worrying about timing out, it'd probably take me about 36 minutes, 33 minutes, somewhere in there. About 36, 37 minutes, somewhere in there. So as we were riding, I look back at the screen, and I see it's still 5 of us, pretty much all together. And I'm going, okay, cool. You notice it was all of us for a long time. But now we're almost to a third of a way through the race. And so now it's down to just 5 of us. So I'm going, okay, cool. In my head, I gotta actually admit, I'm like, eventually I want to just kind of cool off at the end of the race. One reason is just to bring my numbers down a little bit. So I wanted to cool off at the end of the race, but I looked up and we still got 5 of us in here. I'm going, okay, cool. These 5 gonna ride with us. Now, I'm gonna tell you something about this. My knob, right now I have 4 spots. I have a quarter turn, a half turn, a 3/4, and a full turn. Full turn for me is when I take off. When I shoot out the gate, that's a full turn. Now, on the half turn, on the quarter turn is what I'm riding this race at. That puts me at where it's easier to, I can do a lot of more pedaling at it. It keeps me at 80 pedals a minute, but it keeps me right at about 400. I don't have to worry about time 20 minutes out on it. I don't have to worry about none of that. I can just kind of put in power without super exceeding 2.5. And that's what I worry about a lot, is because I'm still trying to train. I guess because my legs are getting much stronger, it's getting easier to climb these hills. It's getting easier to fight with this. But like I say, starting this week, when I do the tiny race inside, oh boy, this is gonna be a rough month. So I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of other races. Starting this month, I'm gonna start doing the tiny, I'm gonna start with the C class. Now I will, if I can ride 11 o'clock, I will do the A class, do my D class races then, but my point of thing is I'm moving up my competition in the early morning races. So as you see, we coming down through here and I'm still at 400. I'm still riding at 400. I don't got, if you look at my pitch over there, I don't got into a comfortable spot now. I am in cruise mode. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling myself. I'm looking at the race. We're getting closer to about the halfway mark. And I'm just like, okay, cool. This is gonna be a nice long inside ride. We're at 10.6, 10.7 kilometers in. And I look down and it's still 5 of us. I kept looking at the well, I'm like, okay, it's still 5 of us. Okay, cool. And then B will come back up, and B, I don't know who he is, but he just kept riding with me. He was doing good. He just kept riding with me. Now, I tell you what, as we keep going, I'm not speeding. And you see, I'm still at 400. And I think somebody commented, hey, man, we have no chance with you on a flat. And the thing is, on a regular flat, like Wachovia, there's that desert flat. Everybody on here will have a chance with me. Flats, super flat runs are not for me because I have nowhere to cool down. If you would see my shirt and see the flow when I'm finished riding on, even on this race like this, it is drenched. I'm drenched. Everything around is soaking wet. I can't even touch my PC because I'm scared I'm gonna drip all over it. So I am soaking wet. So these right here are cool, but they allow me to cool down on the down hills and upward hills. And plus, I think I'm just getting stronger. I really do. I think I'm just getting stronger. Now, this to prove to a lot of people that even at my size, 176 kilometers, I mean, 107, yeah, that's kilometers. No, not kilometers. What? Oh, God. Anyway, at 106K, I'm 176K. I still have great endurance on riding longer races. Now, my goal is to ride 100 miles, a century. I need to do a century. I want to do a century on the K, and then I want to do a century on the 100 miles. That's what I have a goal for. The 100 century, 100 miles by the end of the year. So that's my goal. This year, I'm trying to get roughly, you see BB coming to me about a race that they having today at 1, but like I told him, I'm a truck driver. So once I leave out of here, after I post this today, I'm on the road. So that's I got to get it posted now. So I'm doing the voiceover now. So I'm trying to do it right after I ride so you can hear I'm kind of like a little bit faster talking, a little bit not as congealed as I normally would be, which, you know, I'm kind of always out there anyway. But I'm trying to do it now because, like I said, once I hit the road, I can't really post this while I'm on the road. It's hard to find a place. Now, this is the spot where I was worried about. The whole race through this climb is what I was worried about. So I pulled, that's the reason I rode so slow long. You know what, I'm pulling 500 on the hill. And I'm going, okay, they're gonna pass me on this hill. And when they pass me on this hill, it's gonna be a bad thing. So I hit the helmet just before I tried to wait as long as possible to hit the helmet. I think I hit it just in, so when I go in here, I get some, I wanted a feather. I wanted a feather for that hill. Now, I'm gonna run this race, I'm running this race at least one more time. It may be 2, but I'm gonna run this race at least one more time. And as I'm running, I come back down on the side of the hill, and you see, once I got to the other side of the hill, I was gone. It allowed me to bring my wattage down, and I just kind of just waited for B to come back up. Now we're starting to slowly drain off somebody else. I look down, they 2 and 3 seconds behind. Now, it won't really mean much at this point in the race, but you gotta understand, we're 10 kilometers in, I'm riding at 52 kilometers at a mile. I'm riding 52 kilometers an hour right now. I'm rolling. So it forces everybody else to have to speed up. And I knew once I hit that hill coming on the other side, I was gonna lose some more people. So number 4 and number 5 are starting to slowly fall back. So now I know, like I said, and then once I hit the flat, I told you, when I come off a hill and I hit a flat and I keep 400, I can mostly keep whatever speed I come off that hill with, I can maintain most of it. And that's what happens. I maintain most of that speed, and look, I look down at 4 and 5, and I thought I was gonna leave a B, but B, he fought back. He was fighting into this race. I think B pushed himself a lot harder than he wanted to. Which seems to happen with a lot of people riding me on these longer races. You kind of push yourself a lot harder than you want to. So I think he pushed himself a lot harder than he wanted to coming down through there. So when he come, I look down, I see that it's just really mostly me, B, and M. M is right behind me, and he just kept poking at me. And somebody said, I'm sustaining 400, and I'm like, I think I wrote back, yeah, or what? And I said, yeah, that's my goal, to stay at 400 watts the whole race. And that's what I was telling them. That was my goal, just the whole race, just to stay at 400 watts. So I'm sitting here, and I look up, we're at 8.4, and I see M fall off. And I was like, okay, it's just 2 of us now. So now I'm riding. And now here goes where I go, I'm starting to strategize in my head now, because we're at 8.1 left in the race. And I start to wonder, okay, when do I go to halfway on my knob? So I tell myself I'm trying to ride, I'm letting B ride with me. I know I'm not letting him ride, he's riding with me. It's not me letting him ride with me, but he's riding with me, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. He's gonna ride with me. We just gonna ride this thing out until I get to about 4 kilometers in, and I think I'm gonna turn it to 3/4 watts. So that's what I do. And I said, if he can keep up with me 3/4 watt, we're gonna go full power with a kilometer left in the race. That's when I'm gonna go full power out and just have to just pump this thing out. I wanna, after a long ride like this, I wanna win this race. So as you can see, we don't left ours behind us by 20 seconds. Now it's just me and B. Me and him back and forth, back and forth. I hit the feather here, I think the fellas are smart because they don't hinder me coming downhill. They really help me out coming uphill. So, and I get another, I really wanted a helmet then. I really did. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted a helmet. And cause I don't remember the end of the race, I should have held off on this fella, but I kind of just used it. It wasn't gonna affect me as much as I really thought about. So as we come through here, we coming around this corner, I'm riding with B, and I'm thinking, okay, cool. He gonna ride me to the end, and we just gonna ride this thing. We gonna ride pretty good. I don't know who they are, but they just keep riding with me. They do it. I'm following them. B, I got a new friend of me. I want to race with you on longer races like this. Thursday when I get back, I'm thinking I'm end up being able to be into the triple T's, and so I'm gonna do that Thursday night. So I'm pretty sure I'll race this Friday. I'll probably race this 2 or 3 times. Friday, I'm probably gonna do it Saturday. It depends on how I'm feeling. This is one of the races I'm gonna put in because I try to get 300 kilometers. I try to get 300 miles a month. So that's what I'm probably be doing with this. So as we come down through here, we get to point 5. And I'm still riding at 80 kilometers. I'm like, okay, cool, he's riding with me. And I said, he's gonna stick with me through here. And I know this is gonna be a good ride at the end. I'm thinking to myself, he's gonna challenge me really hard at the end. But I kept looking down and I noticed that each time he caught up to me, he was 3.3, 3.5, 3.6. And I'm like, wow, boy, you putting it in. And so I'm looking at that and I'm going, okay, he's in front of me. I'm going, okay, this is somebody who can really ride. In my head, I was like, this is somebody who can really ride. That's what I was thinking to myself. And I saw it and I said, you know, maybe it's time to start trying to tire him out so that he'll be a little bit tireder. Because you got to remember, I've been riding. I don't got to the point now I can ride at 160. My heartbeat can get up to 160 and it doesn't bother me. My number now, I think, where I started to get really feeling it, it's about 170 is where I really start feeling tired. 160 now is almost becoming a norm. I can ride at 160. You see I'm riding at it and it's not even affecting me. So 160 is the norm for me now. So as we're riding, I look down and I go, okay, cool. I'm thinking to myself, I haven't turned the knob yet. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm just gonna ride this thing right now where it's at, and I'm just gonna increase the pedals to bring it closer to 85 the whole time. That's what I'm doing. And I look down, I look at it, and I say, you know what? It's time. I'm thinking to myself, it's time to turn the knob soon. And I look down at him, he's still riding me pretty good. So when we hit this hill, I decided to go ahead and turn the knob a little bit. And I turned it. And now I'm at 3/4 turn. And I said, if you can ride me at 3/4 turn the rest of this way, I'm gonna go full turn at 1 kilometer, and we gonna pound this thing out. So as you see, I'm at 3/4 turn, and we're climbing, and we're coming down on a little decline, but we're at 3/4 turn, and I'm pounding it now because I know I have leeway now, so I can ride close to 500 now. So I'm riding at 450 now, the whole ride, rest of the race, at least 450 the rest of the race out. So I'm at 161 heartbeats. If you notice, I'm not breathing hard. I'm not struggling over that. I'm just riding now. And I look down and he's right behind me. I'm going, okay, oh, he's gonna really push me. So that's what I'm thinking. He's gonna push the mess out of me on this thing. You can see I'm in the yellow now. I'm solid in the yellow. Most of the race I've been yellow, green, yellow, green. I'm yellow, red. I'm starting to hit more red. And I said, okay, cool. I look down, he's 2 seconds behind. I said, come on, boy, you gotta keep up, you gotta keep up. So now I'm inched the knob just a little bit more than just that 3/4. It's about 80% of where I like to be at. And I look down, he's at 4 seconds behind. I said, come on, you gotta, I'm pushing it now. I'm at I'm riding a constant 2.5 now, 2.6, 2.7. I'm almost all deep, I'm light red, dark yellow. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool, he's gonna catch back up eventually. And I keep looking over, he's 6 seconds behind. I go, he must have realized that I'm starting to put it in now. And I go, I gotta admit, it starts to get hard just to stay like that the whole time. And I'm thinking I'm gonna stay high up there. And I'm staying yellow, but I'm starting to come down because I look down, he's 10 seconds, 11 seconds behind. And I'm going, oh wow. So now I'm starting to slow down. I guess he must have been really pushing himself throughout the whole race, staying close. And you look at it, I'm still at 3/4 turn, but I'm just slowed the pedals down. I'm at 75, 66 pedals a minute, and I just slowed the pedals down. And I'm just riding now. I'm not even trying. I'm looking at it, I'm at 42 kilometers an hour, and I'm thinking to myself, if he's gonna pass me, he has to really put it in. So I looked at it, 19 seconds behind me. I'm like, wow. He was just literally just a kilometer ago, he was just at, he was just at 2 seconds behind me. So we get down to the last 1,000 meters and I slow it down. Thank y'all for watching these races. The rest of this race is just mostly me. Please like and subscribe. Please like my videos. I noticed that if you like the videos, they kind of move up in the algorithm. So please like my videos. Thank y'all for really watching my videos. I'm very humbled by the community that we have that watches these and who support me. Thank y'all very much for that. I enjoyed this race. I'll see you on the next one. Ride on.